Incredible images reveal what life on the moon might look like, and it's not what you think. Egg shaped pods built by Indian astronauts could be the future of human life in outer space. And this is what they would look like. Egg shaped pods, complete with a bed, workstation, kitchenette, and toilet, could be a taste of what human life on the moon or Mars would look like. That's very cute, isn't it? Looks very cute indeed. I don't know how comfortable it would be, and I don't know what type of refrigeration or cooking areas you would have in this thing, where you would get your food and air from. Where are all these amenities supposed to be coming from? The structures were designed by Indian space architect Ashta Jala as the country prepares to send its first astronauts into space this year, if you could believe it, 2025, they say. The mission, dubbed Habitat 1 or HAB 1 for short, centers around the replication of outer space conditions in Ms. Jala's pods, which are insulated with industrial use foam and built from space age Teflon. One future spaceman spent 3 weeks living in an egg-shaped construction in the Himalaya mountains, a simulation exercise designed to pinpoint any problems the astronaut crew might face once launched into the cosmos. The plan is going to at all steam ahead so far, with Ms. Jala already in talks to build a permanent simulation facility in the rocky and remote Himalayan region of Ladakh. She told BBC, HAB 1 is designed keeping in mind that space is going to be very limited on the moon or Mars. The astronaut will also have very limited water, so we designed a dry toilet. We also put in place a system for proper disposal of waste and ensured the pod remains odor-free. India is hoping to become the fourth country to send the mission into space next year, with the Gaganyaan launch, which will cost around £870 million, and send astronauts to a low Earth orbit of around 250 miles over a 3-day period. If all goes well, the country is then planning to send up its first space station in 2035 and land its first man on the moon by the year 2040. While the egg-shaped pods created by space architects of the pioneering company Aaka offer a glimpse into the future of human life on other planets, testing is still ongoing to determine the best material with which to build them. The Ladakh region, chosen as a simulation base for its barren terrain and extreme climate, could hold the key, with soil samples currently being tested by the local university for their viability in outer space. Temperatures in the region, which is close to the Chinese border, can oscillate between minus 18 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius, which is not at all, it's just basically a comfortable room. Of course, the moon, once it has sunlight, is very hot. Now, not quite the mind-blowing lows of the minus 250 Celsius on the moon or minus 153 Celsius on Mars. The comparison suffices on experimental grounds, however, and also has shed light on the potential psychological impact of being holed up in one of the small facilities in an empty and freezing landscape. Every move that I made was scheduled when I woke up, what to do when and when to sleep. The initial few days were great, but then it began to feel repetitive and it started to get to me. My sleep schedule was affected a little and my concentration deteriorated. India is not the only country hoping to establish bases on the moon and Mars in the next decade, with the US Artemis program and China and Russia's collaborative International Lunar Research Station scheme hoping to build on the lunar surface before the year 2040. So it's a space race, as we can see. While initial habitation seems destined to be characterized by the cramped, isolated living conditions experienced by the unnamed Indian astronaut, it's hoped that a longer-term presence will allow the development of docking facilities, power plants, and something resembling a more permanent settlement. So that's the news. India is going to be in the space race as well. This is by Eleanor Burley of Express UK. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.